Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's April 14th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. British Steel is the sixth studio album by British heavy metal band Judas Priest, released on April 14, 1980. By the late 1970s, Judas Priest had established themselves as one of the leading bands in the burgeoning heavy metal scene. As they entered the new decade, they sought to refine their sound and capitalize on the growing popularity of metal music. British Steel was recorded at Tittenhurst Park, a mansion owned by former Beatles member Ringo Starr, and mixed at Startling Studios in Ascot, England. The band worked with producer Tom Allom, who had previously collaborated with them on their albums Unleashed in the East and Hell-Bent for Leather. British Steel is characterized by its raw energy, catchy riffs, and anthemic choruses. The album features a more streamlined and accessible sound compared to Judas Priest's earlier releases, with a focus on tight song structures and memorable melodies. Lyrically, the album addresses themes of rebellion, power, and the heavy metal lifestyle. British Steel spawned several hit singles, including Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight, which became two of Judas Priest's most iconic and enduring songs. These tracks helped broaden the band's appeal and introduce them to a wider audience outside of the metal community. British Steel was a commercial success, reaching number 4 on the UK Albums Chart and number 3 on the US Billboard 200 chart. British Steel is widely regarded as one of the greatest heavy metal albums of all time and a seminal work in Judas Priest's discography. Its influence can be heard in countless metal bands that followed, and its songs remain staples of the band's live performances to this day. Iron Maiden is the self-titled debut studio album by the British heavy metal band Iron Maiden, released on April 14, 1980. Iron Maiden was formed in 1975 by bassist and primary songwriter Steve Harris. Over the years, the lineup underwent several changes before solidifying with vocalist Paul Di'Anno, guitarists Dave Murray and Dennis Stratton, and drummer Clive Burr. The album was recorded at Kingsway Studios in London, England, with producer Will Malone. The band had limited time and resources for recording, resulting in a raw and energetic sound that captured the intensity of their live performances. Iron Maiden showcases the band's signature blend of heavy metal and punk rock influences, characterized by fast tempos, aggressive guitar riffs, and melodic hooks. Lyrically, the album explores themes of mythology, history, and the occult, with songs inspired by literature, folklore, and Harris's own imagination. The album's iconic cover art, featuring the band's mascot, Eddie the Head, was created by artist Derek Riggs. Eddie would go on to become a central figure in Iron Maiden's visual identity, appearing on subsequent album covers, merchandise, and stage props. Iron Maiden was a modest commercial success upon its release, reaching number 4 on the UK Albums Chart and receiving positive reviews from critics. The album helped establish Iron Maiden as one of the leading bands in the new wave of British heavy metal movement. Iron Maiden is regarded as a classic of the heavy metal genre and a landmark debut album. Its fast-paced songs, memorable guitar solos, and distinctive vocal delivery by Di'Anno helped set the template for Iron Maiden's subsequent albums and influenced generations of metal bands around the world. Diver Down is the fifth studio album by American rock band Van Halen, released on April 14, 1982. Following the release of their fourth studio album, Fair Warning, Van Halen embarked on a highly successful tour. However, tensions within the band were rising, particularly between lead vocalist David Lee Roth and guitarist Eddie Van Halen. The recording sessions for Diver Down took place at various studios, including Sunset Sound Recorders and Warner Brothers Studios in Hollywood, California. The album was produced by Ted Templeman, who had worked with the band on their previous albums. Diver Down features a mix of original songs and cover versions of classic rock and pop tunes. The album showcases Van Halen's trademark blend of hard rock, heavy metal, and pop sensibilities, with Eddie Van Halen's virtuosic guitar playing taking center stage. The album spawned several hit singles, including Oh, Pretty Woman and Dancing in the Street. both of which achieved commercial success and received heavy radio airplay. The album's original songs, such as Hang 'Em High and Secrets, also became fan favorites. Diver Down was a commercial success, reaching number 3 on the US Billboard 200 chart and receiving platinum certification from the Recording Industry Association of America. While Diver Down may not be regarded as one of Van Halen's strongest albums critically, it remains a fan favorite and a commercial success. Its mix of original songs and cover versions helped broaden the band's appeal and showcase their versatility as musicians. Let's Dance is the 15th studio album by English musician David Bowie, released on April 14, 1983. By the early 1980s, David Bowie had already established himself as a highly influential figure in popular music, known for his innovative and ever-evolving sound. As he entered the new decade, Bowie sought to embrace a more commercial and accessible sound to reach a wider audience. Let's Dance was recorded at Power Station Studios in New York City, with Nile Rodgers of Chic serving as the album's producer. Rodgers brought a funky and dance-oriented approach to the recording sessions, which complemented Bowie's own artistic vision. Let's Dance features a mix of dance pop, funk, and rock, with infectious grooves, catchy melodies, and polished production. The album showcases Bowie's versatility as a songwriter and performer, with songs addressing themes of love, desire, and societal issues. Let's Dance spawned several hit singles, including the title track, Let's Dance, China Girl, and Modern Love, all of which achieved commercial success and received heavy radio airplay. Let's Dance was a commercial juggernaut, reaching number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 4 on the US Billboard 200 chart. It became one of Bowie's best-selling albums, receiving platinum certification in multiple countries and earning critical acclaim for its infectious hooks and innovative production. Let's Dance is regarded as one of Bowie's most successful and iconic albums, representing a high point in his career and a pivotal moment in the evolution of popular music. Its blend of danceable rhythms, memorable melodies, and socially conscious lyrics helped shape the sound of 1980s pop music and influenced countless artists in the years that followed. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.